What's up, Guardians? Profane here. Thanks for checking out the video. I've had a lot of players ask me about quick methods of farming for VESPER'S host dungeon weapons, and I was honestly under the impression that all of the chest exploits to this dungeon had been patched, but I was pleasantly surprised to find that I was wrong. And so today I'm going to share with you how you can glitch out the first encounter of this dungeon to get fast and easy loot. And this does work as of the 3rd act of Heresy. So if you're after that sweet dungeon armor, or maybe a god roll of the Velocity Baton, or the Chill Inhibitor, then you will most definitely want to take advantage of this exploit. And a big shout out to Demigod7 here on YouTube for pointing this out. There's a couple of prerequisites to this glitch, and the first is to reach the opening encounter where you would normally need to deposit 3 nuclear cores. We will need to be on a hunter with Storm's Edge for this glitch to work. Titans might have luck pulling this off with Thunder Crash, but I'm not sure that Warlocks will be able to. You are going to need a rocket or grenade launcher at hand, and before we do anything, you need to go into your settings and drop your frame rate down to 30. And now that that's out of the way, the first thing that we would need to do is grab our grenade or rocket launcher and wipe. This way the checkpoint for this encounter will be stored. Once you've respawned, you'll want to pull your director back up and position the viewpoint so that the checkpoint for Vesper will be the first thing that you see. This is important because we will need to quick launch that checkpoint later. Now that we're all set, let's go ahead and jump down the rabbit hole, which is just to the right of the sensor, and from there it's just a few short hops and a skip from where we need to be, so just follow along with the video. Now that you've gotten up to this narrow ledge, you're going to need to breach through the wall with Storm's Edge. There's a sweet spot on the ceiling, and if we hit it right, we'll teleport straight through. You'll want to crouch down as you activate your super, and you want to line your crosshairs up with where ours are in the video. Once you've made it through the wall, you'll now be back on top of the map, and just past the opening encounter. We're going to continue on through the traversal maze just as normal. Once you've deposited the 3rd battery and you've picked up the next one, you want to make sure that your checkpoint for the first encounter is still set for quick access. Once you're sure that it is, go ahead and deposit that core into the blast shield, and as your character is completing the animation for the deposit, go ahead and start launching the checkpoint for the first encounter. This is going to auto-complete the first encounter for us, and our loot's going to go straight to the postmaster. You can see that our weapons leveled up, and we even got completion XP. And once we go back to the tower, we'll see that our shiny new weapons and armor will be waiting for us. But before we go to the tower, we've got a couple of things to do. Now that we've made it back into the opening encounter, we're going to need to reset that previous checkpoint. And once it's been reset, we're going to pull out our handy dandy grenade launcher or rocket launcher and go ahead and wipe. That way we create a new checkpoint. And once we're back up, it's time to rinse and repeat the process. And you can do that as many times as you like. You just want to be sure that you don't overflow your postmaster in the process, because you will lose stuff. And with that, you have yourself a quick and easy solo farm for Vesper's host dungeon weapons. It's worth noting that the auto rifle from this dungeon does not drop from this opening encounter. So if you're after that and that alone, then this farm will not work. But for anyone else just looking to get some new dungeon loot, it's going to be an amazing farm, especially since you don't have to go through the effort of getting a team. I wish you all the best of luck throughout your journeys here in Heresy. Let me know your thoughts about this glitch and what your favorite Vesper's host weapon is. Thank you as always for checking out the video. If you enjoyed and found it helpful, then be sure to hit that like button below, along with the subscribe button if you're new. Both are greatly appreciated, and both really do help support the channel. And until next time, Guardians, this has been Profane, wishing you all some happy hunting.